If you're in the home stretch of pregnancy, you might be feeling all the things. You're probably wondering if every little twinge or new sensation is a sign of labor coming soon. Today, we're diving into the signs that your labor could be right around the corner. Stay tuned. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Stephanie Poole, your go-to doula and lactation consultant, helping first-time moms get ready for birth and breastfeeding. Let's kick things off with something you might not expect: emotional and mental shifts. In those last weeks and days, you might feel a surge of energy, also called the nesting instinct, or some people say a sudden calmness. That's your body's way of preparing for labor. On the flip side, if you're feeling impatient or a little emotional, that can be another sign as well. Listen to those inner cues because they're often a hint that your body is preparing for labor. Let me know in the comments if you felt that urge to clean and organize all of a sudden. It's totally normal. Next up, let's talk about something called lightning. Basically, lightning happens when your baby drops lower into the pelvis. This shift can make it feel easier to breathe because there's less pressure on your lungs, but you might also feel more pressure down low. Lightning is a strong sign that labor is on the horizon. Now, this one is important, but a little TMI. Vaginal discharge changes. As your cervix softens, you might notice a thicker, more mucus-like discharge. You might even lose your mucus plug, which looks like a thick, jelly-like blob. Sometimes it has streaks of blood, often called the bloody show. That plug has been protecting your baby from bacteria, so losing it means that things are definitely progressing. If you notice this, let your provider know, especially if there's bright red blood, just to be safe. Here's a big one: lower back pain and cramps. As your uterus gets ready for the big day, it starts to contract slightly. And this can feel like mild cramps or a dull ache in your lower back that doesn't go away with position changes. It's similar to menstrual cramps and may be accompanied by a heaviness down below. When you feel this, know that your body is gearing up. Speaking of heaviness, some moms feel like their joints are loosening up. This is because of the hormone relaxin, which helps to prepare your pelvis and ligaments for birth. You might also feel extra pressure down in the pelvic area as your baby moves into position. If you're feeling these things, especially along with other signs, it's another indicator that labor is in fact close. At this stage, gentle stretches can really help keep you comfortable and flexible. Now, we can't talk about labor without mentioning contractions. If you've been having Braxton Hicks contractions, you might notice them picking up in frequency and intensity. The difference between Braxton Hicks and true labor contractions is that Braxton Hicks are typically irregular and don't get stronger over time. But if you start to notice a consistent pattern or increase in discomfort, it could mean that labor is closer than you think. Okay, your digestive system can also give you clues. Right before labor, your body might start clearing out, which means sudden nausea, diarrhea, or even vomiting. I know it sounds gross, but it's totally normal. Your body is making room for the big day. So don't be alarmed if your stomach is acting a bit funny. Sleep patterns can change a lot in the final days before labor. Many moms feel restless or have trouble sleeping, even if they're already exhausted. If you're tossing and turning, it might just be your body's way of gearing up. So try not to stress about it. Rest when you can, but know that this can be a part of the process. All right, so those are some common signs that labor might be near. It's a mix of physical and emotional cues and your body's way of telling you it's almost time to meet your little one. Remember, these signs don't always mean labor is imminent, but they are your body's way of preparing. If you're ready to feel totally prepared for the birth experience, check out my Bump to Bundle Blueprint course. It walks you through everything from those final weeks to bringing your baby home and learning how to breastfeed. And as always, hit that subscribe button if you found these tips helpful and share this video with any pregnant mom who's counting down to labor. You've got this, mama.